Paul didn't come out as usual that morning. The walk to school was lonely and long. Classes weren't fun. Coming back home wasn't either. But one thing I made sure to do was collect every note for the classes we had that day. I got to Paul's house, which was just opposite mine on the other side of the street. I knocked, no response. I pressed the doorbell too, still no response. I felt bad. Maybe Paul was sick, maybe he didn't want to see me. The first reason seemed more likely. Paul and I were too close to just fall apart like that. So I did what I thought was best. I dropped the notes inside the mailbox. When I walked into my house, it was empty. A note sat on the table. Away for the night to see Aunt Loretta. Lunch is on the table. Dinner is in the microwave. See you tomorrow. Love, Mom and Dad. It wasn't the first time, but this time there was no Paul to play games with. It was just me, my console, and the co-players at the other end of the mic. It wasn't long before I got bored. I called Paul's line. He didn't pick up. I sent him a text, the 20th that day. It delivered. It was read, but there was no response. I didn't know what to make of it. That evening, Paul finally messaged me, ignoring all the text I had sent earlier. "Hi," his message read. I was happy, or maybe just relieved, that he had finally responded. I waited, hoping he would answer all my questions. He didn't. And when I sent another message, he read it too, but still said nothing. That wasn't like Paul. Not at all. As I settled down to sleep that night, my phone vibrated. It was a message from Paul. "I can see you." I didn't understand the message, so I walked to the window. I peeked outside. Paul's upstairs window was lit. "I can't see you," I responded, "but I see you, and that is enough." The message felt off. I quickly stood up from my bed and bolted the door. That will not stop me. A new message dropped in. Paul was scaring me. As I took my eyes off my phone to look at the window towards Paul's house, I heard the door handle creak. Someone was trying to open it from the other side. I wasted no time. I dialed 911. As the operator picked up, I heard the voice of the person behind my door. "Jason, open the door. I want to play with you." It was a soft male voice. "There's an intruder in the house," I said breathlessly into the phone. "I don't know how he got in, but I'm locked up in my room. He's trying to get in." "Jason, I said open the door. I want to play with you." The voice became stronger. The police were already headed to my address. At that same moment, the person behind the door began screaming obscenities. He kicked hard at the door and swore. He cried like a child and laughed like an old man. He kept tugging at the door while threatening me. I was already hidden under my bed, hoping that if the intruder broke in, I'd be safe. Then the sound of police sirens got closer. The noise outside my door stopped. Moments later, the police asked me to come out of hiding. There was nobody in the house. "What about Paul?" I asked them. "The light in his room is on." "Which Paul?" a female officer asked. "My friend," I responded, pointing to the house. Some officers left to check Paul's house. My parents didn't sleep out that night. They came back home just as the last patrol van left. The next morning, every television station carried the same news. A family of 4 slain brutally with an axe by a serial killer. Then Paul's face and his family appeared on the screen. The end.